it really make you weak. Really, it does. So why do y'all washing y'all for the spirit that the Most High put on me? Because I could have committed suicide. Yeah, that's how bad I think I was in love. Stupidly in love.
You wouldn't do the works today.
I wouldn't. That's what I say. Not the Most High preserved me.
God, you know, and that's why the Lord teaching us now to put our all in Him.
That's it. That's
you know, not to focus on this fucking shit. Our focus supposed to be on your house washing your shop.
God.
You know, these women gonna come, we're gonna get them plenty.
Yeah.
You know, them is not priority right now. They ain't a first priority. Alright? We is the prize. We is the winners. Yeah. Right? They gonna win too. But we is the ones the Most High dealing right now.
They gonna win through us.
Exactly.
That's why we have to stay focused.
That's right. And if we keep your house by Shimmy our side first, we're gonna always stay focused.
Damn.
You know, we're gonna be on point.
Done.
You see? I guess something there real quick.
Yeah, you bring it out that.
Proverbs 14:1. Every wise woman buildeth her house.
Damn.
But the foolish plucketh it down with her hands.
Damn.
And that's these women. You know, they destroy the house by nagging, breaking you down when you go in. They're supposed to prepare you to come out the next day, bro. Come out as a lion, make you nice porridge, nice head and yam. You know, some nice provision, give you a massage. You see? And send you out back next day. You come out, you rolling your shoulder ready to go.
Yeah.
Bouncing around. Like, come, like, what you get for me? Yeah. You see? But they're breaking you down, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, and they do a really good job of that shit, bro. They do a really good job of it. But within all of that, we understand the scriptures say that because she's a part of the Lord's indignation. So as we bear that part too, the Most High said there's a crown laid up for we.
That's right.
You understand? We just had to endure it. And technically we already know we endure it to the spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So hey, your best shot, really in your best shot yet. You women in Isa, yeah, talking about these women, we're not doing what they're supposed to do, you know? But I see it have aquats out there are trying their best. You know?
The scripture says smite the scorner, and the wise gonna be aware. Roughly paraphrased. So by we reproving them, the sisters who trying to do good in the faith, they should take example and go forth in that direction, follow that pattern.
That's right, that.
You see?
This Sirach 25:17. It says the wickedness of a woman changes her face and darketh her countenance like sackcloth. Her husband shall sit amongst his neighbor, and when he hath heard it, shall sigh bitterly. Right? So this is back up what you guys are saying, right? That the women basically they break down a man, right? That's the wicked women.
Yeah, these women literally crush you, bro. But the scripture said the man that make your house by Hashem Yahushua is force, they never gonna crush us, man. Right? There's in, I think, in 1 Peter chapter 3 and 1. Right? Because these women could win you in their conversation too. You understand? Go ahead, I'll get rid of the precept. What see like here? I think I was reading something. Yeah, next one? Bring it up.
In Ezekiel chapter 16 and verse 44. Oh, behold, every one that is governed shall govern in thee, saying, as is the mother, so is the daughter. Thou art thy mother, thy daughter longeth her husband and her children, and thou art the sister.
Ghana, let me say real quick, right? Just as the woman, the mother is the daughter, and there's what's going on in this house. So see all these women out there lawless. Watch and check their background. Check their mother. How they treat their man. You know, that same vibration they push on the daughters. You see the liberty that they give their daughter and so forth. When the man put on his foot and say, don't do this or do that, they coming in and disannul all of that. You see, when the man come in and set things down for the rules for the daughter to follow, they come in and say, no, there's too much, it's being too harsh, and so on and so forth. They add for these women out there to be lawless. Alright? They get it saying in the world, everybody get their own mind. There's a lie. You gotta get your own mind. Right? But you get an order where you have to follow. Right? Now, when I say it's a lie in the terms of how they say, how they perceive it. Right? You get your own mind, yeah, but you have to follow the order that your parents, you know the scripture said, fear your mother and your father and your mother. Let me get a precept.
Yeah, and also to add to what I'm saying too, because technically, once a man in a house, the woman and the children, they don't have their own mind. They don't make their own decision. You understand? I mean, when a decision to make, because when the Most High put a man over the house, that man is the governor. When you look up the word governor, it means to govern the mind.
That's right.
So
that's right.
you running your household. Go back. I feel get the word government, right? The government, they control the population that is in the plot of the land. What they say goes, right? They say who get what, and you got to go with it. You know, ain't nobody outside could come and tell you how to run your house. Yeah, you get it.
Leviticus 19 verse 3. Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father. You see, that is the point. You're supposed to fear your mother and your father.
Yep.
You know, but don't disobey the word of the Lord to please them. Alright? You're supposed to fear them and do good unto them. You know, you're supposed to do that. Right? So when I say the mother, touching the point again, the mother is like the daughter that come down from the order. If the mother slap, the daughter won't be slapped.
Yeah.
If the mother ain't respect your man, the daughter ain't gonna respect no man. You see? Yeah, boy, what I tell you.
This Titus 2 and 3 is the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becoming holiness, not false accusers, not giving too much wine, teachers of good things.
Yeah, the aged woman is the elderly woman today, the Israelite woman. You see?
The mother,
yeah.
The mother.
The aged women. You know, the aged women among our nation. You see, they're supposed to set the example. Right? Continue on.
That they may teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of the power be not blasphemed.
See, they're supposed to teach their daughters how to be a woman. Love their husband. Hey, this is what you have to do. This is how you have to treat your man. When you're in this position, when you're in this situation, this is what you have to do. Alright? This is what you have to provide. You see? In other words, they say, he say that to you? Yeah, mother. You know, and they go in and tell them, well, and they gonna come with the same attitude in your house, bro.
Yeah, and that woman is supposed to allow your mother to come in your house and talk to your husband anyhow.
That's right.
That's a great disrespect.
That's right.
See? No, I just straightforward man like this. You see? Mothers and fathers, I tell you, but on the other side, my woman, them is devil's wives, don't want to come by me at all. This is me, I straightforward, bro. Yes, and the farther you stay from me, the better. Because I witness already plenty mothers and fathers come and break up house. I just want them to stay far from me, what? Right? And have no sin. Because when you could actually come and tell my wife what I teaching she to cover she head. Hey, my mother come in my house and tell my wife, yo, why you get on so much clothes? I watching at you, my skin hot. I said, what you do? This is me, bro. This is just me. This is just me. You understand? I just want to stay far from me. I tell them, listen, no disrespect, but A1. Is it COVID-19 and we ain't taking no guests today? You understand?
I get
Scripture see we were wise as a serpent and harmless as a dove. So the farther you stay from me, the more peace I get. I don't mind my woman and my children going and visit them, but you go. But when they come in my house, because these women just bring demons in when they come in by legions.
Them is the weaker vessel.
Imagine you do so great for one of your daughter. She living with one man, all of her children in one place, a good home, so-called, best of your ability, you know, having three square meal, and the other one's knocking around with different man. And you're telling them nothing, but you're telling this one, I don't like he because he's going to preach on the street, and he always so strict. Why every damn church come around, they don't smile. Please leave. This is my house.
Because the scripture said that the spirit that is on the father going to be on the children.
Yeah.
And the spirit that is on us is to hate evil.
Yeah.
You see, so our children going to hate evil. They ain't going to smile at evil, bro. They know this is a spiritual thing, bro. Let me bring out this precept real quick. But this is the prophecy. What we going to go through today. This is Micah chapter 7 and verse 6. For the son dishonoreth the father, the daughter rise up against her mother, the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. A man's enemies are the men of his own house. You see? And that goes into your mother-in-law. See, when you go back into our history, your mother-in-law and them consider as your mother and father also.
Yeah.
You see? But now they are your enemy because you stand up for righteousness.
Done.
This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, verse 9, it says, for the blessing of the father establisheth the houses of the children, but the curse of the mother rooted out the foundation.
Yep.
Another one on the right.
That is to show the father blessing is important. You see, the father is the head. That's why the scripture mentioned the father first.
That's right.
Not the mother,
Yeah.
father first.
Yeah.
They celebrated Mother's Day. Right? Before Father's Day.
Yeah.
Now that is important, but that's the wickedness. You see? Check it. Every year, you get Mother's Day first and then you get Father's Day. Right? But there is wickedness also. You're supposed to honor your father and your mother every day. Yeah.
This is 1 Peter chapter 3 and verse 5. For after this manner the old time, holy women also who trusted in Yahweh adorn themselves, being in subjection to their own husband, even as Sarah obeyed Abraham, calling him Lord, whose daughters ye are, as long as ye do well, and are not afraid with amazement.
And she is supposed to look at your husband as your Lord. Lord meaning owner, master. You see? That's how you're supposed to look at your husband, as your Lord. Don't just say it. You're supposed to do it. Ain't none of these women out there calling the man the Lord, or look at a man in that perspective. That is how you're supposed to be. Call your man, look at he, and as a Lord. That is how Sarah.
Verse 7, likewise ye husbands, dwell with them according to knowledge, giving honor to the wife as unto the weaker vessel, and as being heirs together of the grace of life, that your prayers be not hindered. Finally, be ye of one mind, having compassion of one another, love as brethren, be pitiful and courteous.
See?
Right, somebody give me a precept in Genesis chapter 35 and 18. Just now. Just want to back up what I was saying, that blessing just come from the father, not the mother. We get it.
Yeah, Genesis 35 and verse 18.
Yeah, if I may throw in there real quick, right? When you go back to Genesis 49, somebody could read it real quick. Real quick, answer.
Go ahead.
Genesis 49 and 1. You was going to bring up?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
Genesis 49 and 1. And Jacob called unto his sons and said, gather yourself together, that I may tell you that which shall befall you in the last days. Gather yourself together and hear, ye sons of Jacob, and hearken unto Israel your father.
See, and that Jacob was getting ready to bless them and also tell them what their future going to be. Because Jacob was a prophet. Right? And there's an example. Get it?
Genesis 35 and verse 18, it says, and it came to pass, as her soul was in departing,
And this is talking about Rachel. Go ahead.
for she died, that she called his name Benoni,
Go ahead.
but his father called him Benjamin.
Right. So when you look up the word Benoni, it means son of sorrow. But Jacob said, nah, he's going to name Benjamin. Right? Which is son of the right. Right? Hey, it's good to get brothers. Good to get brothers around you that know some Hebrew. Anyway, I just said that because your blessing come from the Father. Right? But hey, you brothers that have fathers that don't get or didn't or they never give you the blessing, guess what? The Most I said it though, he's gonna bless you. He's the father to the fatherless. Right? Hey, and I live today to prove that, bro. Right? My father never even teach me to tie my shoe. But guess what? I learned. And I have men that I look up to. Starting with Apostle Tahar and these elders coming straight up. These is the men I follow pattern from. You know, and the Most I set up other men, you know, junior life to guide you. You understand?
And the Most High Spirit in every man.
In every man.
So the Lord, when the Lord put a man to do something,
Yeah.
so there's always being a father to the fatherless. See? That's why we have to give the Most High all praises every day, first and foremost.
You see?
Yeah.
Yeah, more? Go ahead, bring it up. Yeah.
This is Sirach chapter 3 and verse 8. It says, honor thy father and thy mother, both in word and deed, that a blessing may come upon thee from them.
Dang, you want to explain? Right? So basically you honor your mother and father in works and deed. Right? Whatever you do, you just honor your mother and father. Right? Anyway, let us get back to the lesson. Isaiah 16. 3:16.
It is Isaiah 3 and verse 16. It said, moreover, the Lord said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go, and making a tinkling with their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion.
Hey, keep in mind, the daughter of Zion, I tell you, but these are beautiful women. There ain't no woman on the earth is beautiful like the daughter of Zion.
Right.
The scripture tell you that in Susanna. It tell you that in Judith. It tell you that in the book of Esther. You understand? Because Esther used the Most High used her. Shabbat plus wisdom, right? But Mordecai was directing her step 2. You understand? But hey, I think it's why right in the book of Judith it said, why would we destroy a nation that has so beautiful, so much beauty?
We get it done?
We know that. Yeah, our women are beautiful.
There's the best woman on the planet Earth.
The best, bro.
Even in our wars at still.
Yeah. Go ahead,
This is Judith chapter 10 and verse 18. And there was concourse throughout all the camp, for her coming was noise among the tents.
Man.
And they came about her as she stood without the tent of Holofernes, till they told him of her. And they wondered at her beauty and admired the children of Israel because of her. And everyone said to his neighbor, who would despise this people that have among them such women? Surely it is not good that one man of them be left, who being let go might deceive the whole earth. And they that lay near Holofernes went out, and all his servants, and they brought her into the tent. Now Holofernes rested upon his bed under a canopy which was woven with purple and gold and emeralds and precious stones. So they shewed him her, and he came out before his tent with silver lamp going before her. And when Judith was come before him and his servants, they marveled at her beauty, at the beauty of her countenance, and she fell down upon her face and did reverence him.
Right. See, and that for sure again, Judith she respect. You understand when you reach a man.
But here is last part,
right? But
and his servants took her up.
And the servants took her
God,
up.
it's too sweet to touch it from right?
Remember they was eating. They know about good thing, you know?
Yeah. Because
they didn't have it for the Lord. Or if he wouldn't have picked you up, he would have tell you stand up.
Yeah, and that was an honor right there. So why would you tell her to stand up? Shit. That was an honor for your woman to bow to you.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
And a beauty like that, you yourself will walk and pick her up. If you desire or you tell shit to get up.
This woman, what's her name? About the King David.
Abigail?
I think it's Abigail. A man is supposed to go down so and pick up a woman.
Yeah. Because one of the things too in the Hindu culture, what it does too, they go down and they touch the person's foot to show them what reference. Like if you reach a mother or father, you know, everybody is doing the thing different. But like I say in Israel, she's supposed to get up. You know? Give me a precept. Give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 13. I'll start at 1.
If she bad, you know, if she injured, it's something different.
Yeah.
But in that order, as in showing respect, bow yourself, raise up. Remember that come to Esther when she wasn't supposed to go in the king's court.
Yeah.
And the king, when she bowed to the king stretch out, he stepped her and he touched it and she raised up.
Yeah. Can't. You got a precept for me? 13 and 1. That's
Wisdom of Solomon chapter 13 and verse 1. It says, surely vain are all men by nature, who are ignorant of Yahweh,
Yep, go ahead.
and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is,
Read on.
neither by considering that the works that they acknowledge were past,
Go ahead.
but deemed either fire or wind, or the still air, or the circle of the stars, or the violet waters, or the lights of heaven, to be gods which govern the world, with whose beauties, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is. For the first author of beauty had created them.
Right, so Israel was the first people was created. So what? He said he's the first author of what? Beauty. So Israel, there is the first to be created. We're more beautiful than anything. You think about Israel, you will see beauty in Israel. Our people, right? Because the fact that we sinned, we went off, guess what? Our eyes wasn't only just brown. We have different eyes. We have dove eyes. When you check up dove eyes, it's blue, green, you name it. You understand? The scriptures say our women, they was like anyway, you know what? I don't get it just now. Go ahead. Back in Isaiah 60s.
Verse 17. Therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
That's one of the reasons why you feel the hair, around the hair, the lost hair. The edges. Right? I see women that never use nothing in the hair, but they still lose this because it's a sign. The scripture said these things gonna be on them for a sign and for a wonder. Right? So these women who you see, they just started lose the edges. That's what they say. Guess what? That's the curse. The most I say he gonna strike the beauty.
They had to destroy it.
You understand? Because what, they was too haughty. They was getting beside themselves. They was disrespecting their husband. You understand? That's why the most I bring them down low. Read that.
A woman glory she can't.
Yeah,
The most I take away our glory, in other words, turn them against us. Most I take away their glory, they hate. See? And turn them, and that's why they get bored. Watch it, Instead of just adding the herbs and the thing to preserve it, a little thing, they straighten it, put different chemical and it gone. Some of them here lying their tail back here, bro.
Yeah.
You're scared. You see? When you meet you meet a woman, she all dolled up, you sleep, she gets sleep over next morning. If she loose, you're gonna wake up the weave swan, one or alien. 1 month stay in your bed, bro.
Predator.
You see? At most cases what they just do, they just make sure they wake up before you and thing and dolled up and so forth. So you ain't see them in that position. You see? But when they moving with you after time, you better believe it. You seeing that every day. Yeah.
Any precepts saying you hear your glory?
We don't go. We going into.
Oh, you don't want to
Go ahead. No, not yet. Yeah. You were there.
Verse 18, in that day, the Lord will take away the bravery of their tinkling.
Yeah, the sexy walkway. You see there's walk. Most I see you gonna take that way. Go ahead.
Their tinkling ornaments about their feet.
All the ornaments. They used to wear, our women used to wear gold from the toes come up. Go ahead.
And their calls and their wrong tires like the moon.
Some of describe that. Call is when they hear. I don't know if you ever see Star Wars where they got Queen Amidala. So put you here like these two headphones looking things. Big. So put like a fishnet over it in a gold network.
Then women is shy for do it today, but it look like horn.
Yeah.
The little pony puff.
It's like small.
Yeah.
Most like take it away. Yeah, go ahead, huh?
It say the chains, the bracelets and the mufflers,
Yeah.
the bonnets and the ornaments of the legs,
Yeah.
and the headbands, and the tablets and the earrings, the rings and the nose jewels.
Yeah, that's the next thing we used to wear too. Our women, you see all these things? When you see these women get back their beauty and they put these things on, damn. It's everywhere you look so you can see beauty. The most I say, you're going to beautify back the place of his footstool. Go ahead, huh?
To the changeable suits of apparel, the mantles and the wimples and the crisping pins.
Really for me, right? Mantle is like a big coat, right? And that's all. Yeah, a garment, but it's like when you're in the. I was looking it up, right? Yeah, something like a cape, right? But this one is like cover your head as well.
Yeah,
right?
that's what.
Now on the wimples is what them nuns is wearing now.
It's something like the Assassin's Creed kind of clothes. Yeah, women used to wear it too, but it had the women type of clothes. You get the men hoodie like we is wearing thing. Yeah, I gotta get the men hoodie, the woman hoodie.
And men trench coats and whatnot.
Yeah, but they
used to be like the train.
Yeah. Damn. Go ahead, huh?
Says
Now
the glass.
they walking around without clothes.
Yeah.
Proudly.
Walking around without clothes from glorious garment to rocks. And there's how dread the Lord is, bro.
Yeah.
The scripture says, anyway, you can say it right there.
Yeah, go ahead, huh?
Come. It says the glasses and the fine linen and the hoods and the veils.
Same culture thing here, I know. Your grandmother will got a whole bunch of wares inside the cabinet, and they don't even use it because it's within the spirit. But Esau got the finest ones, you know. Esau got something made of the best crystals. And what's the other part? Glass of what?
It says the glasses and the fine linen.
Fine linen, because we women used to sew. We women are decorating the house with blinds and tablecloths and all this type of stuff.
I tell you that in Proverbs 31.
God.
Virtuous woman. Yeah.
And the veil.
Whether or season we in, women make clothes and make sure that your husband always and your household always clothed with whatever season. If it's winter clothes day. Summer, you know.
Some nice pants.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. Anyway, go ahead.
God. Verse 24. And it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be makwaba.
Stink.
They shall, yeah, there's gonna be makwabas.
Stink.
That's why you find that women smelling fishy and